Hello guys, this is Pseudo here, bringing you my first impression of the Destiny beta. Destiny is a game developed by Bungie, published by Activision,
could be one of their leaders.
Set to release officially September 9th on PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360. Destiny is a mix-up of the first-person shooter and RPG game genres.
Skywatch is just on the other side of the steps.
Some people even have said that more resembles an MMORPG than an RPG itself. Right off the bat, first thing I notice is how well this game actually looks. For being what it is, it definitely looks amazing. I cannot really fault the way it looks, how the textures are, the lighting, the shadowing, just everything in general. This definitely is one of those games that is starting to show off what PS4 and the Xbox One are definitely capable of doing.
Off to build cities beyond.
Now, Destiny is one of these hybrid games where it mixes two genres into one. I do believe Gearbox coined the phrase shoot or loot and shooter, or shoot and looter, whatever you want to call it. And it's basically just that. You're in a first-person aspect, like you see now, but there is a lot of RPG elements to it. For example, there's 3 classes you can choose from. Fairly in-depth character creation UI. You can make a character fairly unique. Each class has its own subclasses that you can really develop and really make your own character based on the way you want to play the game and what you're used to and what you're comfortable in. The game features a lot of things that I think will appeal to a lot of people. Not necessarily those that are just anticipating Destiny, but those that are first-person shooter fans as well as MMORPG fans. For example, the Crucible is your PvP, for example. You can join up and do your usual team deathmatch that you would play on most shooters. I presume there's going to be a lot of other game types, game modes you can do in the Crucible. But one unique feature that I'm really looking forward to is, you're able to pick your stuff up in the PvE environments and take it to the Crucible and use it. Which really makes you stand out and feel unique and really create a character that's suited for you. As for the MMORPG fan, there's a lot to take in. There's everything from dungeons, you can form parties, and just parties being strike teams in this game. But even at the end game, I do believe you can actually do real raids. Like 6 people raids that I guess can take up to several hours. As mentioned on Bungie's social media, they tried one of the in-game raids and it took them 45 minutes just to get through the entrance area. But I'm really anticipating the release of it. I mean, this game is amazing. Like getting back onto the MMORPG aspect, you can get faction points. Earn faction points from doing the Crucible or doing repeatable missions on when you explore certain areas of maps, not necessarily doing the campaign missions. Those points can later be redeemed to get unique cosmetics, weapons, armors.
What is this?
Just a whole variety of gameplay that can really keep someone like me into the game. As well as doing earning faction points in the PvE environment, of course you can go into the Crucible and earn Crucible points that you can later redeem to earn player versus player armor, weapons, then take it back into the Crucible and test it out. Destiny is highly customizable. By that I mean you can literally build almost everything around your playstyle. This actually includes weapons and armor. Believe it or not, weapons and armor, this is probably one of my favorite features. Weapons and armor actually have a unique skill tree that you can choose to develop whatever way you want to. Armor. Armor's the same deal. Armor has, for the most part, a fairly in-depth skill tree. I mean, I really can't say much more than what we've seen in the beta so far, but it's definitely a feature that is going to appeal to a lot of people and make them feel different and stand out, which is what I feel a lot of MMORPGs suffer from. You gotta have such and such an armor, you gotta have such and such weapon in order to actually win some PvP or do dungeons, etc., etc. One thing that I do like, that I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's kind of a small deal, but it's the ability to sell your junk, your useless pickup that you get from on fields and all that. You can literally sell them right out of your inventory. There's no need to go back into the main town, go to a vendor, sell it all off, and then rinse and repeat. You can literally pick it up, dismantle it. You might even get a chance of getting some crafting items later in the game, which unfortunately I don't think was applicable in the beta. But I'm also kind of interested in how the crafting system works. I mean, you got like weapons, sometimes they'll drop, sometimes they're encrypted. You need to go in town to encrypt them to see which weapon it could be, what stats it has, what the skill tree could be, etc., etc. But yes, the beta definitely showcased off what Destiny is going to feel like. So my question for you guys is, what are your thoughts on the beta? What are your favorite aspects that Bungie has showcased so far? And for those that haven't tried the beta, what are you most excited for? This game is being really hyped, and it still is today. And I mean, it's very hard to not go on the internet and browse around and not find an article or video about Destiny. So just let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this video. Until next time, later days.